Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kellie-Ann. I'm an online business coach and I help folks like you make money online. And today the entire purpose of this video is to show you how you can make money online selling digital products, but in a way that actually feels like doable and not overwhelming. I like to keep things simple. And I know when you do all the research and go down the rabbit hole on YouTube or I don't know, Pinterest or Google, it all sounds like something somebody else can do. And so you get overwhelmed and you genuinely, give up. We're going to nip that in the bud today, and we're going to keep this as simple as possible. And basically, you need three things if you want to sell digital products online. And again, a digital product is anything that somebody can download, like an ebook or a checklist or a video or a course, or there's a million other types of digital products. And I'll pop another video on the channel about that probably next week. So we're going to talk about three things that you need to make money online selling digital products. So the first one is kind of a no-brainer. What do you need? You need a product. You need something that you can sell to people. But here's the thing. You need a product that somebody actually wants and needs. You need a product that somebody has the willingness and ability to pay for. Now, this can be complicated and it can feel super difficult, okay? But we're going to keep it simple, and I'm going to show you further down in the video the simple and fast way to do it so that you don't waste a ton of your time and energy and money you don't have developing something that nobody wants, like a big stinker, and we've all developed big stickers, okay? The second thing you need is a checkout page. A checkout page is where somebody will put their credit card in to actually buy your product. Now, again, this isn't a Stan store or an Etsy store or a complicated website. It's a checkout page. We're going to get into that, and I'll show you an example of what a simple checkout page looks like. Some of my coaches that I've had in the past have called it the perfect order form, but basically it gives you a little bit of detail on what people are going to buy and the info to put their credit card in or a payment plan or what have you. Now, the third thing that you're going to need is traffic. Traffic means eyeballs, people. You need to get people. Think about it if you had an actual store, okay? Like you had a storefront, you're selling coffee and donuts. You need people who actually know where to find you and actually come into the store so that you can put your big display of coffee and donuts in front of them. Traffic. Now, these three things, your product, your checkout page, traffic, one of those is easy, one of those is super difficult, and one of those is mid-easy or mid-difficult, depending if you're a glass half full or half empty. So the product, easy. I'm going to show you how easy this can be, and I'm going to show you a shortcut, so stick around. The checkout page, I'm going to show you a sample. I can show you a free software that you can use. The checkout page is what I would call, it's pretty easy. Now the product, did I say it was easy? I'll show you how it can be easy, but that can be a little bit complicated. Now, the traffic, this is the difficult part. Getting your offer in front of people, getting people to your store, that can be so freaking difficult. And this is where most people give up, or they don't do it the right way, or they waste a lot of time, talent, money, and energy that they don't have. And then they're, a year into their business and they haven't sold anything except to their mom or their best friend. Make sense so far? Okay, so let's keep going. So let's talk about your product. Now, the product, remember I said things can be easy, difficult, and mid-easy. Okay, the product is sort of that intermediate stage. It can be difficult, but it can also be easy. So let me show you how it can be easy. So you need to develop something that people want. Now, typically what that means is you want to find people who have got a major problem and they're out there actively searching for a way to solve that problem. So you want to create your tiny digital product or your course or your ebook or your video series, whatever. It needs to address that problem and solve that problem. That's how you're going to make sales. You don't want to develop something that you think is going to solve a problem that people don't have. Like, it has to be a real problem. Like, you don't want to spend the next 3 months of your life developing a course how to toilet train cats if nobody is out there in the comments of YouTube or in Google predictive search actually looking for how can I toilet train my cat. That's when you're going to create a dud, and we've all created those. And that toilet training cat thing is a real example of someone who came to me and asked me to help them develop a course to show other people how to toilet train cats. It wasn't a real problem. When we dug into it and did the research, and this is what you're going to want to do. When you have this big idea for a digital product and you want to attach a price tag to it, go into Google, go into YouTube. When I was looking to develop my first online course, and it was how to start an online business from scratch, I went into Google and I typed in how to start an online business from scratch. And I went to the comments and I looked at all the comments and saw the real problems people have. Oh, I don't have a product I can sell. Oh, I don't know what I'm good at to create a service around it. Oh, I've never been an entrepreneur. Oh, I don't have money to start. And I created mini products around all those problems. So, number one lesson, you need to understand the problems, the biggest problems that people have. You need to look in the comments of videos or on Reddit forums, what have you. You need to build a product to solve one of those problems. You need to get super specific. As an example, if somebody like me in their 50s is looking to lose, I don't know, 20 pounds of belly fat, get specific. Here's an ebook. It's going to show you how to lose 20 pounds of belly fat in 7 days by only eating bacon. I don't know. Get super specific. Then if you don't have time to create your own digital product, and I get it, that takes time, it takes energy, it takes a certain level of expertise. What I've been telling people is there's a workaround. Remember I told you that the product stage of this digital product sales can feel simple. Here's the simple way. You're going to go find somebody who's developed a digital product, who's tested the digital product, who's sold the digital product to hundreds of thousands of people, and you're going to buy that product from them and resell it. Yes, this exists. This business model exists. It's called master resale rights, where you buy a digital product and you inherit the rights to resell it. Now, why I tell beginners to start here is because you're going to avoid that steep learning curve. You're going to find out, do I actually like working online? Do I have what it takes to stay consistent? Am I coachable? Do I have the personality and the actual desire to dig into this and to keep going when I'm not making money? So start simple. Again, if you're interested in the simple way, okay, and you want info on a product that you can resell for 100% profit, to test the waters, go down to the description in this video. I'm going to put a link up there to a really simple program that I've been promoting to a lot of my private coaching students and people who come on this channel or people who are in my school group, what have you, okay? So go to the link and you'll put your email in, you'll get a blueprint from me that breaks it down, and you can just get my personal email and ask me a question, okay? So now, here it is. When you're developing, if you choose to develop your product, if you're going that route or you're choosing to resell a product, I want you to think about this, the product to value ratio. People want to get the biggest bang for their buck these days. So when you're creating something, you want to build in value. So you just don't want to say to someone, oh, buy my ebook for $27, or I don't know, buy my online course and program for $500. You want to stack it with bonuses. You want to give a guarantee. You want to tell them that they've got coaching for life. You want to stack it with as much value so that you increase the value perception. So it's like have their light bulb moment and they're like, holy shit, I'm paying like $500 and I'm getting coaching for life, and I'm getting products to sell or whatever, or I'm getting my 7-day plan to lose this menopause belly. So you want to think about how are they going to get the biggest bang for their buck, stack it with value, and I will probably do a video on that. There are like multiple different ways that you can stack an offer with value, okay? So now we are going to get to the checkout page. And again, remember what I told you, this isn't a complicated website. It's not a stand store. It's not an Etsy page. A checkout page is what I like to call, it's also like another fancy word for an order form. So where online does this order form exist so that I can find out what the hell I'm buying and how to put my credit card information in. So basically, it doesn't have to be anything more complicated than that. Now remember, I've been teaching beginners since 2018, and I always told them you can start some sort of a side hustle without a complicated website, and this is a good example, okay? You need to make it simple for people to buy. Your order form, your checkout page can be on WordPress. It could be in Samcart. It could be on ClickFunnels. It can be in System.io, which is a free platform. And I can give you info on that, by the way, below if you want info on that free platform. Here's my checkout page. Okay, this is a checkout page that's done in System.io on a free platform. This is the checkout page that I use to promote a product. Remember I said the simple way is to resell when you're starting out somebody else's product. This is an example of the checkout page that I use that's been converting pretty darn well, and you can see it's dirt simple. And I tend to tweak this here and there, but for now this is what I'm using, and it's on a free platform. And again, if you go to the link I'm going to put below, put your email in, you'll get all this information, okay? Now, the checkout page is, you want to keep people focused on what they're getting. You want to keep people focused on with words. So words are important here. The words you choose, there has to be some sort of transformational information in it. It needs to be benefit oriented. The structure is super important. They need to see themselves, their pain, their problem, but they also need to see their progress. Like, here's where I am now, but oh, after I buy this from Kellie-Ann, this is what my life's going to look like. So words, structure, the stack, super important. You can also put testimonials. You could have a ticker on there that says, and you've seen this before, like Jane from Minnesota just bought your product. Always to do this, okay? So what I'm talking about here is a simple checkout page, okay? So they want to have one decision on the checkout page, and this is why this sample page works well. I'm giving them one choice: buy now. I'm not telling them, click this video, go to this link, download this. I'm telling them, buy now. One choice. I'm making it super simple. I'm telling people what I want them to do next, okay? It's like one decision: buy it or don't buy it. Okay, now we're going to talk about traffic. Now remember what I said. I said traffic, I'm not going to lie, this is the difficult part, people, because you can build the greatest thing on earth. This could be the greatest thing next to sliced bread, okay? But if nobody knows about it, you're going to be the best kept secret on the internet. So you need traffic. Traffic simply means you need people. You need people coming into your store. You need people looking at that checkout page. You need people watching your videos. You need people subscribing. Eyeballs, potential buyers. Now, again, there are two different kinds of traffic, okay? There's paid traffic and there's organic traffic. Paid traffic is exactly what it sounds like. You're going to pay for ads. You're going to pay for eyeballs. So it could be meta ads. It could be TikTok ads, whatever. Organic is any kind of content you put out there that's not costing you money. So it's free content. It's YouTube content like I do now. I put out YouTube content. This is a new channel, but this helps me. People engage. They put their email in. They ask me questions. I'm building my audience. I'm building my authority. Chances are, after they've watched a few videos, after you watch this video, you'll watch other videos, and then the next thing I know, you're sending me an email. So free content, organic content, could be YouTube, it could be TikTok videos, it could be your email list, it could be a newsletter. It's all content that you're going to put out that doesn't have a price tag. You're not paying for it, okay? Now, here it is. I have built a six-figure brand selling online courses with absolutely no paid ads. And I always tell people, when you're starting out, do not throw money at paid ads until you have your message locked in, your audience locked in. Like, things need to be dialed in and locked in before you start running paid ads. Paid ads work. Organic traffic works as well. It just takes a little longer. But paid traffic is a great way to waste your money when you're clueless on who your audience is and you don't have your messaging dialed in. So I want you to stick with organic traffic right now, okay? So when you're starting out, paid traffic is probably not in the cards. Now, again, I have done all the posts, I've joined all the groups, I've done all the downloads. When I was starting out, I've wasted money on ads because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I'm coming from a place of love. I have wasted my own money. In 2018, with my first online course to show people how to start an online business, I did not have my audience dialed in, and I wasted thousands of dollars, and I will never do that again, okay? And I don't want you to do that. That's why I want you to really concentrate on organic traffic. YouTube, TikTok, dirt simple. I would start with TikTok. This is the platform that's going to allow you to grow your audience the fastest. I just started a TikTok channel a few months ago, and this is where I got a lot of my traffic. This is where a lot of people come to me and they click that link that's down below and they put their email in, and they get all the information on this simple way to resell digital products, okay? So I made notes here because I've got menopause brain, So yeah, I talked about TikTok. What I do, a lot of people will tell you, do 3, 5, 6 videos a day. No, I typically try to do one video, but I try to make it a value video, like what somebody actually will want to watch. So I do one video. I used to do lives. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't do lives anymore. I just do 1 or 2 TikTok videos a day to really grow that audience. And then I'm concentrating on growing this YouTube channel. That's all organic stuff. So what I've learned is one awesome video on TikTok can make all the difference. And you know what? It's not necessarily even about views. I've had a TikTok video that had 300 views, but I've gotten, you know, I don't know, 10 to 15 leads out of it. So don't get caught up in vanity metrics. You just need the right view. You just need the right person to see your content. And you can do that from scratch. And I've been doing that on TikTok and YouTube. Okay. By the way, I learned a lot of this. I'm in this awesome group. It's called the Level Up Marketing Alliance. I have an exclusive invite. You can join that for 7 days. And this thing is run by a coach. He's like a 7-figure digital product seller. He's got a ton of free training in there, additional training to help you get started and make money online. How to find your audience, how to craft your messaging. And I've been using this in conjunction with the program that I've linked below, where you can resell that digital product. But you can also get a free 7-day membership to this group on School. And this guy, honestly, he's one of the best coaches I've ever worked with. So take a look for that as well. Let's see. I talked about ads. Just another thing about ads. If you're going to run ads, hire an expert. Don't try to do it on your own. That's a good way to waste money and become discouraged, okay? Now, if you want to see a bunch of success stories from people that I've bought into the program that I'm mentioning below, or people that I've worked with, what have you, I'm going to put a link below to a testimonial channel, okay? And you can take a look at that. If you have any questions, if you're out there and you genuinely want to make some extra money, to get out of overdraft, to take the vacation, to supplement your 9 to 5, I don't care where you are. If you want to like retire early, if you're a 50-some-year-old woman like me, who's an empty nester, I'm about to become an empty nester. I'm crying inside, by the way. Life looks a little bit different, and our needs and wants are a little bit different. If you're hearing yourself in any of this and you need help and you need someone to hold your hand, go to all those links that I put down below. Reach out to me. I will put my email. I will answer your question. Okay. This is realistic. Making money online is not something other people do. It's something you can do. And I want to help you. Genuinely. Watch the next video. Like and subscribe to the channel. Drop me a comment. Okay. God bless. See you on the next one.